Hello everyone, welcome back to Starkey Farmstead. Look where I'm standing. It's our fault. New Madrid fault line. So Steve and I left from picking up the solar panels. We're making our way to Memphis. And lo and behold, you guys, I saw the sign for New Madrid, Missouri. I said, Steve, we've got to stop. We have to show everybody. Because you guys remember all the hoopla with the August 8th, 2024 solar eclipse. And this town was where all the fear was centered. I really feel like this entire trip was ordained by God. The things that we are being able to show you guys and for y'all to be able to experience with us, mind-blowing.
No kind of signs.
New Madrid, you guys remember the eclipse came through this area. In 1815, the United States Congress took mercy on the Venezuelans. 20,000 had lost their lives in the 1811-1812 Madrid earthquakes. Now, I know what you're asking already know. Sam, how does that tie in? Because this was an American earthquake. A scientist had decided to connect, saying that the fault lines ran all the way to Venezuela underground, and that what killed the Venezuelans was an earthquake that originated in America. America always taking the blame on herself, you guys. Anyway, Congress awards like $50,000. This is in 1815. People were furious. They stood up in Congress. They said, hold up. We had Americans who died, who lost their land, who lost their homes, their businesses, their livestock, their farms in this tragic earthquakes, and all of them. But you gave nothing to the Americans. So Congress said, okay, we're going to make you happy. We'll give the money to the Venezuelans. We'll allow the Americans to take up to 640 acres and resettle it. If they lost their homestead sites during these earthquakes, we'll let them come in now and get 640 acres, blah, 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 blah. I just wanted to point that out. When I saw that in the book, again, I really felt like God sent me here for a reason. Guys, history repeats itself. It is why it is so important that we keep our history alive in this country. Because there it is, 1815, 200 years ago. Our Congress giving money away to other countries while American citizens suffered. Just saying. Look at this, you guys. This is it. All right, so 1811, there was a solar eclipse that again came through this area. A few months following that, the worst earthquakes recorded in North America happened. Now I'm gonna point out some things you guys found very interesting. Venezuelans were involved in that, and you're going to want to hear that story. Before I do, though, just want to show you the mighty Mississippi River and New Madrid and island number 10. This is amazing. This is amazing. I'd just like to point out how easy it would be to put human cargo in those ships and move them up and down through the rivers through our country. You'd never know. Have you ever been this far in this part of America?
Yeah.
I love you. To all of our dedicated subscribers that have been rowing in our boat since YouTube demonetized us and, helping us to be able to come to places like this to record history, but for Stephen to experience it because he was raised in an orphanage. I do thank you guys, and if you'd like to donate to our YouTube, you can drop something in Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. We greatly appreciate it. We really will. We're going to keep bringing you truth regardless, but once they demonetized us, that was a gut check. And we have learned that God is our source, and He is using our faithful subscribers and viewers like you. So God bless you guys. On April 8th, it was packed. They said that there were thousands of people all through here. New Madrid is 3 miles that way. So we're still on the, getting close to being back.
Do you want to go down there?
Yeah, we can. That's cool. There's a historical site down there since we're just kind of enjoying our ride back towards South Louisiana.
In our GPS going crazy on the road.
That's right. And that's where we went to get the solar panels, you guys. Sykeston. So we tried to make it easier for the gentle lady that drove by herself 5.5 hours to bring us the solar panels. But New Madrid is where, I mean, it was a big deal, Steve. There were people from all over the world supposed to have been in New Madrid. Mainly, I think it had to do more with the name. You guys imagine thousands of visitors coming to this sleepy little town. Look at this. This is why so many towns were putting out emergency warnings before the fact. How could a town this size take in 4,000 or 5,000 people? Look at this. There's nothing here.
On display in the museum. Found at the site was this partially cremated skeleton, thought to be an important chief or priest, identified by the presence of this rare stone mace. In 1539, the Spanish explorer Hernando de Soto led an expedition from Florida into the interior of the continent. In 1541, he discovered and crossed the Mississippi River just below present-day Memphis, Tennessee. Tradition has it that de Soto held the first religious ceremony here. It would be another 132 years before any explorers reached the New Madrid area of the continent. The Mississippi River came to mark the dividing line in territorial claims on the American continent by various European powers. For that reason, the flag of Great Britain has never flown west of the river. 2 years after the end of the American Revolution, the first settlement was established near present-day New Madrid. In 1783, two brothers, Francois and Joseph Lasser, from St. Louis, established a post for the purpose of trading furs with local Indians and trappers coming into the area. The Lassers were French-Canadians acting under the direction of Gabriel Serre, the principal merchant of St. Louis.
He'd been writing, and he began to wonder if he might be. This is due to two factors, 1811 and 12 in southeastern Missouri. Even though it is an admirable work, there were some discrepancies which Mr. Fuller was unable to clear up. Dr. Otto Nutley utilized Fuller's work to define the scope and the intensity of the New Madrid earthquake events, giving us a timeline charting the date and intensity of more than 2,000 earthquakes and aftershocks occurring between December 16, 1811 and March of 1812. But even as modern scientists close in on the causes and contributing factors to the 1811 and 12 phenomena, much is still unknown.
Okay, you guys, Illinois, Missouri, Kentucky, Tennessee, Arkansas, Mississippi. Now watch. 8.6, 8.0, 8, 8.4, 8.5. This is where we currently are. This is the Mississippi. Look at the dots, you guys.
We're still up here. Ain't we?
Yes, that's where we are. That's perfect. Look at this. Over 4,000 earthquakes since 1974. That's when I was born.
From here, you would have to go over here to go to Kentucky.
But we're going to Tennessee. We're going to Memphis.
Yeah.
So we had to cross back over the river.
Yeah, I don't even know where Memphis is on the thing.
If I'm right, it's somewhere like right up in here. It's not too far. So it's not too far.
Oh, machine.
We're going to give you a chance.
And to find a...
So a design breakthrough. Because Japan is prone to earthquakes, architect Frank Lloyd Wright used a series of interlocking notch wooden beams when designing the Imperial Hotel to make it earthquake proof. So that hotel was the only hotel to survive the Tokyo earthquake of 1923 of a magnitude of 8.3. And that is where the concept of Lincoln logs came in, guys. All right, I like what you're doing with that crisscross. I would have never thought to crisscross. That's smart. Okay, let me see where you're going with this. If you ever get to New Madrid here in Missouri, this museum is only $5. I highly advise you bring your kids here. Bring yourself here. Very interesting. And guys, we appreciate the ones of you who are rowing in our boat and who have been donating to our channel since we were demonetized, because it's those donations that made us possible to get up here to get the solar panels and made it possible for us to do this video.
Okay.
Why is it not working? There it goes. That is a 3. So that's an earthquake of a 3 magnitude. 4. All right, babe, your design's holding. 5. Oh, good. Show us what an 8.8 looks like. That's only a 6.
Yeah, but it is starting to hit hard on it.
Go ahead. Oh! All right.
I got that same gun at the house.
Yeah. I love these old photos. It's creepy looking. Things they pulled out of the river around here. Look at the pottery. Y'all look, it's the New Madrid Country Club. I'm telling y'all.
He done lost his ball.
Oh, that's funny. This is like a little bitty sleepy town, I'm telling y'all. All right, so this is the Mississippi River, you guys. This is the river that ran backwards in 1811 when the earthquakes hit this fault line. Okay, this is what everybody was panicking about and why I believe so many thousands of people came to this little sleepy town in Missouri called New Madrid to see the solar eclipse, because they were expecting earthquakes. Look at the size of that river. Look at that. That's tremendous. The power in that water, you guys. An earthquake so bad that it shifted the way the water flowed. Made the water flow backwards for miles. So this is New Madrid, Missouri, on the New Madrid fault line. I want y'all to understand how high the river is on the right. We're on top of the levee. That's the only thing protecting these houses to the left is this teeny tiny levee. If that water comes over,
Tiny.
maybe it's pretty teeny tiny. Look at that river and look over here is the whole town.
Yeah. There's pollens driven down these things here.
Yeah, but what if the water overflows the top?
That's a lot of water there.
That's what I'm saying. It's a big river. The New Madrid earthquake made up of series of monstrous and lesser shocks, which began December 16, 1811, and continued for over a year, centered here. One of the great earthquakes of the world, because of the severity and the length of it, caused little loss of life in a thinly settled area. Some of the shocks were felt as far as 1,100 miles away. Wow. Reelfoot Lake across the river is a result of the disaster. New Madrid land certificates good for public land elsewhere were provided sufferers by U.S. Relief Act 1815, which benefited mostly speculators. This is amazing. This is that area, you guys. This is what everybody, you are standing on the New Madrid fault line, Stephen. We're on top of it right here.